breaking news.
Thank you so much for joining us this noon hour. We start with breaking news this afternoon. We're learning more details about the shooting that injured 2 Des Moines police officers early this morning.
KCCI's Bo Bowman and I are joining you live from near East 24th and Easton Boulevard on the city's east side, where shots were fired early this morning. We've been here all morning long on KCCI, and within just the last hour, we found out new details. Des Moines police now tell us one officer was shot in the head overnight. The other was shot in the arm. The suspect is a 37-year-old man. He died overnight. This has been an emotional situation, especially when officers got that call for help just before 2 o'clock this morning.
Officer down. 124, we need rescue. We got an officer down. 124, we got 2 officers hit.
2 officers hit. A chilling radio call in the middle of the night. This noon hour, traffic is back to normal here along Easton as folks commute in from the east side. But the investigators just left within the last hour, cleaning up the crime scene that lasted 9 hours. They looked for those clues for 9 hours in this case. It just started with a traffic stop, followed by a very short chase, a crash, and then that shootout about a block away from the Easton Boulevard quick trip right up the street. KCCI's Bo Bowman just got more details directly from Police Sergeant Paul Parizek with Des Moines Police. Bo, what did he tell you?
Well, Eric, he basically gave us a walkthrough of everything that happened. Now, this chase started just right over here in this parking lot, the Quick Trip parking lot on the other side of Easton Boulevard. That's when the suspect took off, came down Easton, and took a hard right turn onto East 24th here, turning into this parking lot and crashing into that semi-truck. That's when officers were able to approach the car after blocking it in, tasing the suspect and pulling him out of the vehicle. They say the suspect was laying on his back when he pulled out a handgun and started firing. That's when officers returned the shots that ultimately killed the suspect. But before that, 2 of the officers involved were shot. 1 in the arm, 1 in the head, and that marks the 2nd and 3rd officers shot in the line of duty so far this summer.
Well, it's definitely something you're aware of when you sign on. We know what the risks are, but as you look around the country right now, there's a cop being shot about every 22 hours. So, that's definitely something that we take note of. But probably the most important thing to see is that, roll call started at 6 o'clock this morning and everybody was there. And tonight, everybody's going to be in roll call. Again, I mean, that's just how we're built. We understand the risks. We do everything we can to keep ourselves safe, but our job is to stand in between you and danger like what we saw earlier tonight, and that's what we're going to do.
And we did get a few more details outlining just how bad those officers were hurt. One of them shot in the arm. That was classified as a serious injury. He's expected to be released from the hospital at some point today, though. The other officer, though, he was shot in the head. That's critical condition for him as he's being worked on today. They're still not sure what exactly his future looks like moving forward. He is expected to survive, but still a lot of moving pieces there for that officer who is still undergoing treatment. But for now, we're live in Des Moines. Bo Bowman, KCCI 8 News, Eyewitness News.
Yeah, Bo, just such a scary call for those police officers working around the city overnight to get. It has been a chilling night with some answers and a lot more to come. KCCI has been at the scene all morning long. Here's how it all played out. The first call came in at 1:40 this morning. The officers told us that they were trying to stop that car along Easton Boulevard behind us. That's when that very short chase started. In fact, it only lasted about 20 seconds as that driver came down Easton, made that quick right turn onto East 24th, and then crashed right there. Police say that the driver pulled out a handgun after being tased and started shooting while officers were trying to arrest him.
124, we need rescue. We got an officer down. 124, we got 2 officers hit.
Copy, 2 officers hit.
Let's make sure we can get a medic in here. We need medic for 2 officers, 1 in the arm. He's up and doing good. The other one is... Just send 2 medics.
Copy. 2 medics en route. Officers on scene. Make sure you leave room for medics to get in.
Suspect is down.
No active threat. Suspect is down.
You could hear it in their voices when they were reacting to what they were seeing here around 1:45 this morning. The officers and the suspect were rushed to the hospital as quickly as they could. The suspect, as we said, later died, and the two officers are expected to survive but have quite a road of recovery in front of them. Now, this morning's shooting comes just months after another Des Moines police officer was shot following a chase on the south side of the city. In late July, you'll remember senior officer Jesse Schneider was hit by friendly fire when the suspect pulled a gun on the officers. Police were responding at that point to a domestic situation when the suspect, Weston Derby, led officers on a chase. Derby ended up pulling a gun on the two officers. Both officers shot at Derby. That's when Officer Schneider was hit by Officer Anthony Lampman. Derby was also hit and died at the scene. Schneider has since gone home from the hospital. Officer Lampman was placed on administrative leave, as is typical after that incident. Now, also this morning's shooting here in Des Moines triggered a lot of memories, flashbacks to that ambush attack in November of 2016, 8 years ago now. This video is from that scene at the time in the Urbandale area when Des Moines Police Sergeant Anthony Baminio and Urbandale Police Officer Justin Martin were shot and killed in the overnight hours while sitting in their squad cars. A lot of people woke up to that sad news about 8 years ago. The gunman in that case is spending the rest of his life in prison for those murders. Now, KCCI has been on top of this breaking story for hours now since it unfolded around 2 o'clock this morning. We expect more updates throughout the next several days too. So for updates delivered to your phone, make sure you have that KCCI mobile app and turn on those breaking news notifications, because we learned a lot in just the last hour, but police tell us the good news is the officers are expected to recover. KCCI will stay on the scene as the investigation continues to unfold, but there are other headlines going on around the world as well. For now, let's head back in with Jody and Ann to see what's latest in the news. Jody.